Welcome students, welcome to Helm of Science. Today we will discuss important chapter, that is statics. Okay. Mainly in this chapter we will discuss on center of mass, and center of gravity. So in this video, these are the main topics today. So stay tuned with us and keep watching Helm of Science. So before knowing the center of mass and the center of gravity, we have to know about the rigid body. What a rigid body is. So if we take an object, an arbitrary object like this, we can say that this object contains little particles like this, numerous number of particles like this. This numerous number of particles formed a bigger object. These tiny objects form a bigger object, and we can consider each of the particle have a mass and so on, and this bigger object have a mass of m. So what is the condition to be a rigid? Now if we apply force from outside on this object, the state or the shape of the object will remain unchanged. So this would be the rigid body. So in this object, the particle 1, 2, 3, 4 are residing at a particular distance from each other. Let's say M1 and M3 are at R1 distance, M3 and M4 are at R2 distance, M1, M2 at R3, and M2, M4 at R4. So if we try to change the position and the distance between these particles by applying an outside force on it, the body will not change the shape. That means the distance between each particles will remain unchanged. That is R1, R2, R3 and will be unchanged. After applying external force. So you can ask, then what is a non-rigid body? So now if we take a balloon, this is a balloon, a field of air particles, and now if we apply a force here, the shape of the balloon will be deformed like this. I am trying to draw it. The force is applied here. So the position between the 1 and 2 particle, that is R1, here 1 and 2 particle, this is R1 prime. So R1 is not equal to R1 prime. So this is not a rigid body. Okay, this is the basic difference. So now what is center of mass? Again we consider a bigger particle or bigger object like this, and this object constitutes a lot of smaller object, a lot of smaller particles, tiny particles, and we can assume that the total mass of the body is confined in a particular center inside that body, and that particular center is known as center of mass. So this is our assumption that if the total mass of the body is confined within this uh, point, within this point would be known as the center of mass. And it has some properties like, if we try to move this body, if we try to provide a linear motion to this body, we have to apply force in the line of the center of mass. There will be linear motion. For your convenience, I am drawing a block like this. Suppose this is a block of a brick or a brick. Now, according to our convention, the center of mass will be at the center of the body, or nearly at the center, because a brick is a naturally symmetric particle, symmetric body. So if we apply a force over here in the top of the brick, it will attain, or it will get a rotational force, like this. Here we are applying force. Now if we apply a force here, this is F2, then it will get a force like this. The F2 is applying here, it will get a movement like this, not a linear motion. This is a circular motion. This is a circular motion, you can see it easily. But if we apply force, in the line of the center of mass, or if we apply force to the center of mass, the body will get a linear motion and the body will be displaced totally as a whole. Okay, so center of mass, to define center of mass, we can say that center of mass is that point where the all mass is conserved. Please assume that all mass is conserved. And number 2, applying force on that point will provide a linear motion to that body. So these are the two main characteristics of center of mass. Now we will learn how to calculate the center of mass. Calculate what? Calculate the position of center of mass. So if we try to calculate a position of a center of mass, then we need a minimum number of two number of particles. Say its mass is m1 and its mass is m2, and they are r distance apart from each other. Let us put it in a coordinate system, and this is x1, this distance is this distance is x2, this is x1, and we assume the center of mass would be here, and so this distance will be x and center of mass. So what we need to do is the position of center of mass according to this graphical representation is, we have to calculate the average, like m1 x1 plus m2 x2 divided by what, m1 plus m2. So m1 is residing at x distance, m2 is residing at x2 distance, and the total mass of the body is m1 and m1 plus m2. So this is the position of the center of mass. So we can write it. So if we try to find the center of mass of a multiple body system, then we will add like it, m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 plus up to infinity distance, and it will be m2 and m3. So we can write it easily using the summation sign, summation mi xi by summation mi, summation over I. So we can write it, and the summation over I is the total mass of the body, total mass of the multiple body. So total mass is m. So we can write it, the center of mass of the body is 1 by m, that is the mass of the total body, into summation of m x mi xi. Okay. Now some characteristics of center of mass. So what are the important characteristics of center of mass? Number one, it is a unique point. And it depends on the density of the body. The center of mass could be outside outside your body. Like if you consider a ring, the center of mass will be at the center of that ring, that is outside of body. And if the mass of the body is if the mass of the body is very large or high respective to the other body or particle, then it is assumed that the center of mass will be at the heaviest body. Like for our solar system, the mass of the sun is the highest. So center of mass of that solar system is at the sun. Now our point of discussion is the center of gravity. So center of gravity, from the name we can say that this term includes the concept or the properties of gravity. So it is assumed that if there is a body like this, and this body will experience a gravitational force towards the ground or towards the earth, and that gravitational force or the weight of the body will be experienced through a particular point inside that body, and that point is known as the center of gravity. Fine. So we can say that the point through which the weight of the body is experienced is the point through which the weight of the body is passes or experienced is that body is that point is known as the center of gravity. And in case of center of mass, the point was the point through which or the point where the mass is conserved. In that point, that is the center of mass. The difference in mass and weight is if we multiply mass with g, that is weight. So if there is a two body like this at some distance from each other, the formula of center of mass, the position of center of mass was, and if we take this is m1 and this is m2, and if we draw a coordinate system like this is x1, this is x2, and the center of mass is xm. So center of mass was m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 by m2. Now the center of gravity, the position of center of gravity will be, just we will add the g term, and the d term will be like this: m1 g x1 plus m2 g x2 divided by m1 g plus m2 g, and the g will cancel out the numerator and denominator in, so this will become so somehow okay. And for the multiple number of particle, it will become 1 by m mi xi, same as the center of mass. And one more important point I need to say about the center of gravity is that if we take this object, let's say center of gravity will be here, this point will experience the total weight of the body. If we change the orientation of that object like this, the center of gravity will be here, the no change of position of center of gravity due to change in position of object. Why? Because when there is gravity, all the particle inside this object will experience the same gravitational attraction or experience the same gravitational force in all possible direction or all possible position, and the gravitational force will always act downwards, that is towards the surface, earth's surface. So there is no change in the position of center of mass due to the change in the object position. Now we will discuss some difference between the center of mass and center of gravity. So center of mass is that point where the total mass of the object is conserved. That is, knowing the center of mass or calculating or studying about center of mass will lead to that concept, that where the mass, where it is assumed that the mass of the body is conserved, and the case of center of gravity, the weight passes through it. Weight passes downwards. Point is, the center of mass is same, or you can say unique in all conditions, because we cannot change the value of m, that is the total mass of this body. We cannot change it, but if there is no gravity, if gravity is zero, then no existence of center of gravity. If gravity is zero, then the weight is also zero, so there is no existence of center of gravity. Okay, and the third point is, the center of mass and the center of gravity could be different point. How? Could differ from center of gravity and could differ from center of mass. How? Because both depends on the density. The center of mass depends on the density. Center of mass depends. Suppose we have the Everest mountain here. This is our Everest, Mount Everest. We consider it is a homogeneous mountain. That is, homogeneous means the density is same. Okay, but its height is about 8 kilometer, more than 8 kilometer. So the G which we experience at the top of the mountain, and here we experience a G prime experience, and here we experience G. So we can say G is greater than G prime. So near the surface, the weight would be felt higher than at the top. So we can say the center of mass will be at the center of this mountain because of its homogeneous density, but the center of gravity will be lower than because of the gravity. That is because of the gravitational force. The gravitational force is higher at the ground. We can say it from the chapter of gravitation. So in this case, the center of mass and the center of gravity are at different points. So that's all for today, and stay tuned and like our video, subscribe our channel, and share this video with friends. Thank you.